Okay. Good morning. You're Carlos Rodriguez.
Yes.
And so Mr. Salinas
Yes, right.
has been here before, and we went through some motions, and I granted, I guess, an order for the investigator for Mr. Salinas and the investigator for the Assistant District Attorney's Office to get together at an appropriate time for that investigator to walk through, take pictures if necessary, not touch anything in that home. And
Yes.
is that why we're here today?
Yes, Your Honor. It has not been done as of today. I've sent multiple follow-up emails to Kobe. I understand that new district attorney.
Yes, Mr. French is new on this, so I'm
Yes.
sure she's gotten up to speed. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. But I mean, I've made all good faith efforts. I've put the state in contact with my investigator, made diligent follow-ups throughout the last month. And it seems that the order has not been carried out.
And Mr. Gertz, why are you here standing
I
up?
represent Loriana Sola Gomez, Judge, the homeowner of the
Okay,
home whose home is set to be searched, and I'm here to assert his Fourth Amendment rights not to have his home searched without.
well, it's not a search. I'm not allowing anyone to search anything. It's just a walkthrough to get the kind of the lay of the land of the house, is my understanding. So I think there is a distinction with regard to that. And go ahead.
Be difficult, Judge, but I mean, the Fourth Amendment, there's no case law that makes such an exception for law enforcement or anybody to just walk through a home and start photographing stuff. And I absolutely object. This person has a Fourth Amendment right to be free from searches, and entering the home is a threshold search issue. And this court has ruled on that in lots of occasions. There's not some imminent threat. There's not some safety sweep. This is a fishing expedition for evidence in a case. And we're asking the government and another parties or a party to a case that my client's not a party to's lawyer's team to be able to enter his home without his permission. And your order specifically says he's got a right to assert his Fourth Amendment rights. I'm here asserting his Fourth Amendment rights.
Your Honor, if I may, the Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable searches. Given the fact that there might be potential Brady evidence, again, my client is facing potentially up to 40 years in prison. So I think, while of course Mr. Laureano does have Fourth Amendment right, I'm not arguing that he doesn't. That's clearly balanced here. And I'm not the state of Texas, so I wouldn't be able to press charges or on anything that is found there.
Request a search warrant.
Yes.
Your Honor, may the state be heard on this matter? First, let me say that I just, while you've been here, placed my hands on this file. This order came to my attention yesterday when an email was forwarded to me. And so I backtracked a bit to find out how this all occurred. And my initial concern is that the way the order is written, it does seem tantamount to a search warrant. Our CCP 106 says that no person shall be deprived of their right to remain free from seizure of their persons in their houses, their papers and possessions, from unreasonable seizures or searches. Not only was the state not given notice of the motion that was provided to the court in order to have an opportunity to have notice of what was being required or an opportunity to respond in writing.
Well, I think they were. I mean, we were here on this motion previously.
Yeah, Kobe argued that
Yeah, there
very
was
much
an argument.
the same arguments that they're both making, both attorneys are making,
So
were made back
here-
then.
let's everybody stop.
Yes, sir.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hold the enforcement of the order at this time. I'm going to do some of my own research based on the objections that have now been lodged by the Assistant District Attorney as well as Mr. Gertz on behalf of the homeowner. What I would like is for everyone to do a short brief on the matter, and get that to me within a week or so, and then I will make some type of ruling and we can come back and at that point, Mr. Gertz.
Judge, may I make a proposal as sort of an offer and compromise? If the defense would like, I could have my investigator, who's a former Texas Ranger, go and photograph each room in the home. And at the defense expense, it probably costs $300 total or something, but photograph each room in the home and come back and give an affidavit saying these are true and accurate photographs. And we could do it as a business records affidavit, so it'd be admissible at trial. And that way there's no state incursion into my client's home, and there's no other incursion into my client's home. And yet it's a trustworthy source. You know who I'm talking about. And my investigator could come and give us one statement or whatever, proving up the photographs as well.
Your Honor, it seems like we're just the purpose of that would only be to delay my initial my initial motion, Your Honor, was just my investigator at the defense's own expense. I didn't ask for the state's investigator. That was something we compromised on. So
that's what I ordered, so that the homeowner would have
Right.
that level of
Right.
comfort, which is one of the things that Mr. Hopper, but
Right.
why?
which
so
I don't oppose. Yeah,
Hold-
sorry.
if what you're going in for, which I said is not a search and not touching or moving anything, but just to visually inspect layout of the home, then
Yes.
why would there be any issue with allowing Officer Best to go in and take pictures, even potentially a video just of the lay of it, so that there would be, I would ask if he did that, pictures and a video. He could come in, swear, and then that would be the same thing that I was going to allow y'all to do. And that way there's not your people going in. If he's willing to offer that, I think that probably sounds like a good compromise.
We could do it by the end of the week. We could just be done with it.
Well, look, Your Honor, I don't, and I appreciate the counsel's suggestion. My only thing is, because we live in a world full of human beings. I'm not saying that I don't trust whoever their investigator is. It's just I don't see what the issue would be with allowing my
Fourth Amendment.
Sure, Your Honor. Sure.
So if we're going to avoid a Fourth Amendment issue and me getting mandamus or whatever could potentially happen if I force this issue, and there's an easy way around it where I'm potentially not going to get in legal trouble, then I like that idea.
Okay.
And so I'm
not trying to get you in legal trouble, Judge. Just trying.
So what I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to modify the order that I previously entered, and I'm going to take Mr. Gertz up on his, if you're willing, obviously, if you were going to pay your investigator to pay, I'll let y'all get together with the investigator who is a very trustworthy person. He was a former ranger. He comes in and does stuff all the time for different attorneys on both sides of the table here in Jefferson County. So if you guys can get that taken care of, I'll let y'all visit, get that done. I want video, thorough video, so that somebody would know exactly how to potentially lay out a house, pictures of the rooms, every room, and a thorough video of the house. And if you guys are willing to do that, then I will modify the order that is what's going to take place and get that done within, I'll say, 2 weeks. Okay?
Your Honor, I would concede to allowing, that ranger, but I would ask for a specific deadline within a week, just given that it's been.
Well, I just said 2 weeks, so we're going to get it done within 2 weeks. It's already Tuesday.
Can we have it the 24th, just so I have there's like a concrete date? Your Honor.
I'll give you a date.
Thank you.
No, we're on the 10th.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's get it done by Friday, the 20th. Mr. Gertz, Friday, the 20th, that's the rest of this week and then all of next week. If you'll get that done
Yes, sir.
and that information. And what I would ask is if you would make that available to both Mr. Salinas as well as the Assistant District Attorney.
Yes,
That way they both have any information, so that if he's talking about something, she also has a copy of it. That would be great. All right. I'll make some notes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some notes. Do you have my signed copy? Give me that one. Yeah, that would be better. So what I'm going to do is make some modifications on that order, date it today. with what that order is that I just did, and I think that avoids all of those issues.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it might be prudent to also order that there be no alterations to the home of Mr. Dart's client prior to
As of right now.
this being effective.
Sure. So I would ask Mr. I'll make that a part of the order. And here's the thing, I don't think I can really order them to do anything. They're not a party to this suit. And so I would ask that you please have your client cooperate
Yes.
with not making any changes of substantive. Obviously, they're going to live in the house, but no major changes before that's taken care of. If they would go along with that, that would be great. But I don't know that I really could order them to do so. But I will make these modifications and then we'll reset it. Probably what I'll do is about a 45-day reset instead of a 30. That gives you the time to get that information back and then to kind of all get on the same page and we'll see where we are at that point.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Arch. Thank you, Mr. Salinas.
Thank you.
Good morning. Are you Luther Sharp?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Sharp was previously in court in cause number 25 DCCR 0916, entered a plea of guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The agreement was for a cap of 15 years in prison and a dismissal in cause number 25 DCCR 0917. I've received the pre-sentence report and have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor. I have.
Yeah.
Are there any additions or corrections to the pre-sentence report?
No, Your Honor, I would note for the court, we did receive a follow-up memorandum after the PSI was created. The probation department was able to get in touch with the complainant in this case, and they echoed their agreement with the 15 years.
Okay. I don't see that I have that, but have you had an opportunity to review that?
I don't think I got that.
I received it on an email.
From probation?
Yes, sir.
Luther Sharp. But it's stating that the family
That the
is.
victim of the
victim
shooting
is-
urged the full 15 years, Your Honor. They weren't
Okay.
agreement with the deal.
All right. I also have received numerous letters that Mr. Vasquez has provided on behalf of Mr. Sharp. Mr. Nichols, were you given a copy of those?
I was, Your Honor.
And then, in addition, there are jail incident reports. We've talked about those in the past, and I have any updated ones. Have y'all had an opportunity to review that as well?
I have, Your Honor.
Yeah, Sean.
Okay, then, Mr. Vasquez, you may proceed.
Judge, it's just a typo on the first page under defendant's version, first sentence, first line. Then it says, I got 2 bikes I got out of Louisiana. I'm sure the court could get that out of the context, but
Okay, they weren't trikes, they were bikes. I mean, there's such a thing. I think
Trikes.
they were trikes.
Excuse me.
I don't know what trikes are.
3-wheel bike.
Well, then I withdraw my
Thank you.
typo correction. I beg your pardon. I should have known Justin doesn't make any mistakes. Judge, I know the court said you have all the support letters. I would just urge the court to sentence Mr. Sharp to something less than the 15-year cap.
Do you have a copy of this? Can you print him one? Give me just a second. I'm reviewing that updated, the memo. I want to make sure I've read that since it has the, interested party victims statement. I'll give you a copy too, Mr. Vasquez.
Thank you.
All right, anything else, Mr. Vasquez?
There you are.
Mr. Nichols?
Your Honor, with his criminal history, urged the court to exercise the full 15 years under the agreement. I mean, that agreement, I think, reflects any consideration and an effort to. I mean, he did admit to it, and that's why. Okay, it's lower than it would be otherwise. With his criminal history, he was looking at habitual enhancement. He had not been off of parole, I think, for too very long. Only the last few years. He was last sentence expired in 2018. And by his own admission, he was doing cocaine and caused a disturbance at the house when he was kicked out. So he shot the home, the resident of the home. I'm asking for the full 15 years.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Mr. Sharp, you're lucky you're not here on a murder over a bicycle tire.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you went over there with a gun, so it makes me feel like there was some amount of, I don't know if I want to use the word premeditation, but obviously some sense that you were going to cause issues or use that gun to show up just over somebody who was fixing a bike or a bicycle tire. Your last sentence was for 20 years. You received a 30-year sentence back in the 90s. I mean, you've been in and out of prison since probably you were a young man. And the nature of this offense and what now this man has to live with based on the injuries that you caused. I mean, he was, when I say it's lucky it's not murder, it's not like you shot at him, you hit him twice. So to me, your intention was not just to stop him, but to unfortunately, I mean, this is just not the way to deal with an argument over a bicycle tire. Is not to shoot somebody.
He tried to throw me out of his house.
Well, it's his house. He has a right to throw you out of his house. If you go to somebody's house and you start causing issues, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if he had your bicycle tire and he wouldn't give it back to you. If that's the case, you leave and you call the police, but you don't go to somebody's house, cause problems, they try to kick you out of their house, and then you shoot them.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see how crazy that sounds when I say it out loud?
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and find you guilty of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Sentence you to a term of 15 years in the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Corrections. There will be an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I've also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. And I'm not real sure why a felon in possession of a firearm case wasn't filed against you also, because obviously you are a convicted felon and shouldn't have had a firearm in the first place. But I'm required to read this to you. So because of the judgment, you're ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Vasquez. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff, and it looks like there's a next second case. I'll find sign that dismissal
Yes, Your
as
Honor.
soon as it comes through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Raymond Sweet, Mr. Vasquez.
Yeah, sure.
I want to give out my address.
Well, that's fine. What city and state do you live?
Fort Arthur, Texas.
What do you do for a living?
Yes.
Trabajo en un barco,
On a boat.
What do you do on a boat?
Yes, in a boat.
pescamos cabrón.
Shrimper.
And back on June the 18th of 2023, Were you at a Father's Day celebration at Jose's house?
Yes.
That's Jose Gomez?
Sí,
And Jose's married to Brenda, correct?
sí.
Yes.
Was Jose, Brenda, and their children at the house?
Sí,
Was your dad Cyrano Lopez, who is there?
sí,
Yes.
Was Thomas Arce Perez there as well?
Arce Perez estaba ahí.
sí, Tomás también.
Yes.
Were people in and out of the house?
¿Había gente entrando y saliendo de la casa?
Sí,
Yes.
Mostly outside?
Más afuera.
no, fuera en la yarda,
On the yard.
en el driveway.
On the driveway.
All right. Was there drinking going on?
Estaban
Sí,
tomando?
estaban tomando.
Yes.
Did you drink?
Sí, yo tomo.
Yes, I drink.
Were you intoxicated at around 9 p.m.?
Intoxicado?
No sé qué es intoxicado, sí.
I don't know what intoxicated is.
Were you drunk?
Estaba pedo.
No, no,
Borracho.
borracho, así no.
No,
All right.
Estaba consciente.
I was still, I knew what I was doing.
Did any of you have any weapons? And when I say you, I'm talking about you or Jose, Brenda, Sereno, Thomas. Any of you guys have any weapons?
No, ninguna.
No.
At some point, did you see
Usted vio
a guy walking around with a machete?
caminando con un machete.
Sí,
Yes.
Where was he going and what was he doing?
¿Qué estaba haciendo?
él estaba atravesando una calle
He
en un
was
terreno
crossing the
baldío
street, going to an empty lot.
y se escondió en unas ramas ahí.
And he had some like bushes.
He hid behind some bushes.
Se escondió atrás
Sí,
de
estaba
ramas.
escondido ahí entre
Yes,
los.
he was hiding.
Did that give you some concern or did that make you
Causó preocupación.
curious?
Sí, me pensé, ¿qué está haciendo ese hombre ahí?
I thought, what is that man doing there?
What did you do next?
¿Y usted qué hizo después?
Yo hablé con Tomasín
I spoke with Tomas.
y le dije, mira,
And
alguien
I said,
está ahí
"Look,
escondido.
somebody's over there hiding.
Y me dijo,
And he
ok,
said-
voy a checar.
I'm gonna go check."
Okay. And when Thomas went to go check,
A ver,
what, if anything, happened?
¿qué pasó?
Cuando
Sí,
Tomás fue a checar,
When Tomas went to go check,
fue a hablar con él, lo sacó de ahí.
he went and talked to him. He made him come out.
Después mi papá fue caminando también hacia allá.
And then my dad went and walked towards that way.
Sí or no?
Sí, mi papá.
Yes, my dad.
Y
And then what happened?
cuando mi papá fue hacia allá,
When my dad walked over there,
ese muchacho que Tomasín estaba hablando,
the guy that Tomas was
ya
talking,
traía la espada o lo que
he already
traía,
had I don't know if it was a sword or whatever he had.
y venía caminando hacia mi papá
And he was walking towards my dad.
como queriéndolo, como si, no sé, espantarlo, atacarlo.
I don't know if he was trying to spook my dad or attack my dad.
Y fue cuando yo corrí hacia allá.
And that's when I ran over there.
Okay. And then what happened?
Y le dije yo a él que,
And I told him,
¿qué está pasando? ¿Que por qué traía esa arma?
"Hey,
¿Y por qué
what's
se
going
sacó el
on?
papá?
Why do you have that? Why did you get near my dad?"
And what was his attitude or what did he do in response?
¿Cómo respondió?
Él se enojó de volar conmigo, yo
He
también.
did. He got upset and I got upset and we argued.
Okay.
Y entonces
And then
discutimos y él dijo,
we argued.
al rato ven, al rato regreso.
Said, "I'm gonna be back."
Y se
Okay.
fue.
And he
Y,
left.
All right. And did he come back?
He regresó.
y yo no pensé que iba a regresar,
I didn't
regresó.
think that he was gonna come back.
2 horas después,
But-
2 horas después regresó.
About 2 hours later, he came back.
And was he alone or was he with
¿Y
someone?
venía solo o venía con alguien más?
No, venía con alguien más.
He came with someone else.
Y
Do
venían
you
armados.
see? I'm sorry.
And they had I'm sorry. They had weapons on them.
Do you see the individual
They-
Who came back
Que regresó.
with the person who had the machete
Persona y el machete.
the first time?
La primera vez.
Sí,
Yes.
Do you see him in the courtroom today?
Y
Sí.
luego-
Would
Yes.
you point to him and identify him by an article of clothing that he's wearing?
sí, es él.
¿Y qué trae puesto?
Un saco
De ropa.
gris.
A gray blazer.
Your Honor, I'd ask that the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant Jose Lopez Pamies.
The record will so reflect.
Was the defendant, this defendant carrying anything?
Sí, traía un arma grande y
He
un
had
flashlight.
a big weapon and a flashlight.
The weapon, the firearm, did it resemble this firearm?
Sí, era un arma así como esa.
Yes, it looks like that.
For the record, I'm showing the witness states exhibit number 2. And what was the first person now carrying? The first person who initially had the machete?
¿Qué traía el machete?
El otro persona
That was
que
the
venía
other
con él.
man that came with him.
Okay. And was he carrying something with him the second time he came?
Traía algo en las manos la segunda vez que regresó.
Sí,
Yes.
What was that?
traía un revólver en la otra mano.
He had a revolver in his other hand.
Okay. So you've got this defendant who's carrying a AK style long gun and the other individual who is carrying a handgun.
Mano.
Sí.
Yes.
Did anybody have a machete?
¿Alguien traía un machete?
No,
No.
No? Okay.
no, el único muchacho que traía fue el que vino, ese que vino.
No, the only one who had a machete was the one that came.
The first time.
La primera vez.
Sí, era el mismo, el que
Yes,
pasó.
it was the same guy that passed.
Okay. But I'm a little confused.
Estoy un poquito confundido.
Did he have a machete the first and the second time?
Un machete la
Ya,
primera y la
desde el
segunda.
principio, él ya traía
From the beginning, he already had it.
So, machete
So, traía
and a
machete
pistol.
y la
Y
pistola.
la pistola no. La primera vez solo traía
The
machete.
first time, no.
La segunda
All
vez
he had was the machete.
And
The second time
es cuando él traía la
is
pistola
when he had
y
the.
venía con el otro individuo
And
armado.
he came with the other man who also had a weapon.
Were the shots fired?
Sí,
Yes.
tiró a los dos.
If you remember, about how many?
Sí, recuerda como cuando.
2 disparos, hicieron al piso.
2 towards the floor.
And the defendant,
Y el
did he point that rifle at anyone?
punto.
Sí, sí.
Yes.
Who did he point the rifle at?
Mi primo.
My cousin.
Pues la verdad ni miré bien porque él
Well, in reality, I
puso un
see very
flashlight
well,
acá.
he flashed the flashlight at our faces.
But did he point the firearm in your direction?
Yes.
And when he pointed the firearm in your direction, were you in fear for your safety and the safety of everyone else?
Sí.
Yes.
What did the defendant do with the firearm?
Hizo el pendejo nada.
Sí.
Were you injured?
¿Usted puede ir?
Sí, él me pegó.
Yes, he hit me.
Es
How
que
hit you with what?
¿Con qué le pegó?
me pegó con el arma así. Porque
¿Y
yo
qué
estaba
dijo?
peleando con el otro señor. Que me pegó con el machete. Yo estaba peleando
He
con
said,
él.
I was fighting with the guy who hit me with the machete.
Y cuando yo traté de quitar el machete, agarrarlo,
When I
él,
tried to take the machete,
lo tiré al piso a ese
I
señor.
got him to the ground.
Y el otro señor vino y me
And the
pegó en
other
la
man
cabeza con
came
el arma.
and hit me in the back of the head with the weapon.
The other man being this defendant.
Yeah.
So is it your testimony that you were fighting with the other gentleman, the other
Sí,
individual
sí,
who had a machete?
¿Qué traía un machete?
sí,
Yes.
And in that process, this defendant used a firearm similar to this one
sí.
to strike you in your head.
Sí, vino y me pegó. Y pegó a mi papá también, perdón. A mi papá también le pegó.
And he hit my dad also.
With the firearm?
Con la arma.
Sí, con el rifle.
Yes, with the rifle.
And were the two of you injured?
Sí,
Yes.
And all of this happened at Jose Gomez's house, right?
ya, lo que se hace.
Yes.
Let me stop you for a second. Make sure, sir,
Señor.
that you allow the translator to completely finish
Okay.
Y luego responde.
before you answer.
Ok,
I can tell that you understand some English,
Veo que entiende poquito inglés.
so you're answering before.
Está respondiendo antes que acá.
ok.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. All of this happened at Jose's house.
José.
Sí,
Did you go to the hospital?
sí,
Yes.
Did your dad, Serrano, go to the hospital?
sí.
Yes.
May I approach the witness, Judge?
You may.
I'm showing you what's already been admitted into evidence.
Metieron en evidencia
States 3 through 7.
de que es así.
Are those photos of you and your dad at the hospital?
¿Tuyas y de su papá en el hospital?
Sí,
Yes.
sí, todos son fotos mías de mi papá.
Yeah, all those photos are mine and of my dad.
Do you still have any scars from that incident?
Cicatrices sobre el
Sí.
incidente? Yes.
Show it, Your Honor, may he step down and show it to the jury, please? Or
Sure,
I you
but-
are. They can see it. Yeah.
Sí, me puede enseñar al jurado, por favor.
Show it to the
El
jury,
de
please.
atrás.
And what about on the back of your head?
Y atrás de su
Tengo
brazo.
este que me pegó con la pistola aquí.
That's where he hit me with the gun.
Okay. Did you talk to law enforcement or the police at the hospital?
Sí, vino un policía a hablar conmigo.
Yes, an officer came and spoke with him.
I'm showing you what's been marked as State's exhibit number 9. Does that look like a machete?
Es una espada, sí, es eso, con eso me pegó.
Like a sword, but that's what he hit me with.
When you talk to law enforcement, did you tell them what you have told this jury today?
Yes.
Pass the witness, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Tolman. Ms. Brazo?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Gomez. How are you? ¿Cómo estás?
Buenas tardes. Bien,
Good
gracias.
afternoon. Good, thank you.
Can you tell me what the other three individuals look like that came back with the man holding the rifle and Mr. Rodriguez?
La arma y el señor Rodriguez.
Eran dos, ellos eran nomás eran dos, no
It
eran
was
tres.
just two, it wasn't three.
Do you recall giving a witness statement to the police on June 18th, 2023, the day of the incident?
Es el día del incidente. ¿Recuerdas?
Sí.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
So I'm going to show you, if you could read the sentence to him.
Yo voy a leerlas.
Sí.
Where's mine?
Oh, here, okay.
Yes.
Dice, 5 sujetos regresaron con machetes y pistolas. Fue lo que usted dijo.
Sí, es que de primera
Sí,
vez
yes.
yo pensé que miraba más gente. Le dije al policía, mira, pero
That
lo único que
I
me
told
acuerdo yo
officer, I thought
son
I
ellos
saw
dos.
more people, but what I remember is just them two.
But your statement says there were 5 individuals,
Su
right?
declaración dice que eran 5 individuales, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Yes.
With pistols.
Con pistolas.
sí,
Yes.
That's pretty specific, isn't it?
Bien específico, ¿verdad?
sí, pero a lo mejor
Yes.
no
But maybe,
me acuerdo de eso.
I don't remember.
Well, what
¿Cuándo
kind of
hicieron esa
pistols?
declaración?
What kind of pistols did you see?
Ah, el rifle, el rifle que traía él
The
y
rifle
un
he had,
revólver que traía el otro y las espadas, todo lo que miraba yo.
the other man had, and the sword that I saw.
But you said 5 subjects returned with machetes and pistols.
Con
No.
machetes y pistolas.
No sé cuándo dije esos 5, pero
I
no
don't know
eran
when I
5.
said that was 5, but it wasn't 5.
Eran solamente 2 personas.
It was only 2.
It was the day of the incident.
Fue el día del
You don't recall that?
No recuerda?
No, no me recuerdo.
No, I don't remember.
Si fueran 5, yo hubiera, le digo.
If it was 5, I would have.
And where was the man that was holding the rifle?
Hombre que traía el rifle.
Where was he at when he started shooting his rifle?
Cuando empezó a disparar su rifle.
Él no empezó a disparar el rifle, el que venía
He
disparando
shot
fue
the
el que
rifle.
que sostenía el revólver.
The one who came shooting was the person who was holding the revolver.
Él nunca usó el rifle para disparar.
He never
Did you
shot the rifle.
start there? Read that sentence, please.
El sujeto que estaba calvo y traía lentes empezó a disparar su pistola.
No, fue el otro. Algo
No.
está, hay confusión en esto, no sé
It
quién
was
hizo esto.
another one. There's a confusion here. I don't know who wrote this.
That's not your statement?
Dice, ¿no es la declaración que usted dio?
No, así no, no.
Not like that.
Él nunca disparó, el que
He
disparó fue
never
el otro.
fired. The other guy was the one who fired the gun.
So someone
So I
that signed your name
su nombre.
to the statement, I just want to make sure I understand this.
Yeah.
Quiero
Are you-
saber que estoy
Are you
entendiendo.
telling me
Usted me está diciendo.
that someone signed your name to this written statement on June 18th, 2023,
2023.
other than you, someone else besides you?
¿Quién más firmó esa
No,
declaración?
esa declaración quiero saber si la hicieron cuando estaba yo en el hospital.
I would like to know, did they make that statement when I was in the hospital?
Well, sir, it's signed by you.
Muriendo ahí, no.
I was
Hold on.
almost dying.
Sir,
Señor,
only answer the questions that Ms. Peraza asked.
te contesta las preguntas que hace la señora Carrasco.
Okay.
Is that your signature?
¿Esa es su firma?
Sí.
Yes.
¿O sí?
¿Esa es su firma?
No, eso no es mi firma.
That's not my signature.
No.
So are
I
you,
can show my ID.
are you Omar Lopez?
¿Puedo, señor?
Yeah, Omar López.
Omar López?
Sí.
Yes.
So are you calling the police
So,
liars?
¿usted está diciendo que la policía son mentirosos?
No, pero
No,
le puedo enseñar mi firma si quiere.
but I can show you my signature if you want.
Are you saying that the police made a fraudulent statement and pretended to be you?
No sé, pero
I don't know.
alguna confusión hay en ese
There's some
documento.
confusion in that document.
Well, you would agree that the statement says that subject who was bald and wears glasses started shooting a gun.
Con lentes empezó a disparar la pistola.
No, él no fue que disparó pistola.
No, it wasn't him who shot the gun.
But that's what the statement
Pero es
says,
lo que
right?
dice la declaración, ¿verdad?
Sí, es lo que dice.
Yes, that's what that says.
That you're saying you didn't write.
Pero usted dice que usted no la escribió.
No,
No.
No, you didn't write the statement.
Usted no escribió esa
no, yo
declaración.
no escribí.
No, I didn't write it.
These are not your words.
Esas no son sus palabras.
No, yo no sé escribir en inglés.
No, I don't even know how to write in English, and that's in English.
So who wrote this?
¿Quién lo escribió?
Yo no sé.
I don't know.
Yo no sé escribir inglés.
I
No
don't
sé
know how to write
inglés.
in English. I don't speak English.
Y esas firmas no las mías, se lo aseguro.
And I can assure you that's not my signature.
Did you say that
Él dijo,
the bald man wearing glasses also hit your dad, who was Sereno Lopez?
Sereno Lopez.
Sí,
Yes.
Where did he hit your dad at?
Él le pegó su papá.
en la cara, le pegó en la cara.
In his face.
Okay. I'm gonna show you. States exhibit 6 and 7, which were previously admitted.
Sí,
Is this your father lying in the hospital bed?
Papá en el hospital?
sí,
Yes.
And could you point on his face where this injury is?
Bien.
sí, aquí abajo del ojo,
Underneath the eye?
ahí cuando lo abrió con la pistola.
That's where he hit him with
I'm sorry, could you turn it this way so the jury can see and point, well, so you can see it too, but point on his face.
Aquí, en el abajo del ojo.
Right there, right underneath his eye.
Was the skin broken?
Sí, se abrió.
Se abrió
Se abrió la herida.
Yes, it was broken.
Let me show you.
Sí,
You're saying. See if I can do this little area right here
Ahí fue
on
donde
the
le pegó
face.
en su cara.
sí, donde está la pluma, sí.
Yes, where your pen is.
And number 7.
El número 7.
Right here.
Ahí.
Sí, aquí en la cara.
Yes, on his face.
Okay, you said the skin is broken?
Y dice que se le
Sí,
abrió
está
la
bien.
Yeah, it was, oh, his skin was open.
Did he get stitches?
Le pusieron.
Sí, le pusieron como 3, creo que. Sí,
Yeah, 3.
Was Miss Zuniga Hernandez, was she outside
Ella estaba afuera
when
cuando
the man, the bald man with the glasses that had the rifle
traía el rifle.
hit you?
Le pegó usted?
Sí,
Yes.
Was she outside when the bald man with the glasses carrying the rifle hit your father?
Antes que traía el rifle, le pegó su papá?
sí.
Yes.
How did you come to identify, or how were you able to identify
Identificar.
Mr. Lopez Palmias?
O por lo miré, sí, reconozco su cara, míralo.
Recognize him by seeing him.
How do you know him?
¿Cómo lo conoce?
Esa vez, ya lo había mirado antes en una fiesta.
Before at a party.
What party?
¿A cuál fiesta?
En una fiesta de unos amigos,
A friend's party.
sí,
Where was the party?
¿Dónde era la fiesta?
en el pueblo, en el condado de Orange.
In Orange County.
And what's the friend's name that owns the house?
El amigo en donde era el dueño de la casa.
De la casa, él ya no está aquí, creo que se fue para otro, pero,
He's not here
Claro,
anymore.
¿cómo se llamaba?
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what his name is.
pero le decían el Suri a ese señor.
His nickname was El Suri.
Ahí es donde lo vi la primera vez.
That was the very
Por eso lo
first time
reconozco.
where I saw him. That's how I can tell who it is.
Okay. You could. And there's like two sentences.
If it is say out loud for the record, what you're asking.
I'm sorry, for refresh and recollection. I apologize.
So dice, lo identifiqué su nombre por un perfil del Facebook a Manolo López Pamías. Obtení la información de una persona que no quiere ser identificada, que posiblemente vive en el condado de Orange o Puerto Rico.
Sí,
Yes.
Okay, so that doesn't mention a party at Orange, does it?
Una fiesta en el condado de Orange.
eso fue años
Oh,
antes.
that was years ago.
It was 3 years ago,
Hace 3
not
años.
even.
No, de ese, es más,
No, years
muchos años atrás.
the incident. It was.
Mejor él
years
se
before.
acuerda de mí, pero yo sí me acuerdo de
He
él.
probably doesn't remember me, but I remember him.
You told the police, isn't it true, in your statement that you were able to get his name and Facebook profile as Manolo Lopez Palmias?
Sí, pues no, yo no sabía cómo se llamaba.
Is that right?
Sí, lo había mirado en
Yes.
lista.
I didn't know his name, but I've seen him.
So, and let's talk about where you got the name from.
Dice, vamos a hablar-
Who gave you the name? To look up.
Busqué en Facebook.
I looked for it on Facebook.
All right. I get you to read the sentence for refresh and recollection, starting with.
Yo recibí información de una persona que no quiere ser identificada, que su nombre es el correcto y posiblemente vive en Orange o Pearl.
Las únicas personas son los detectives que
The
vieron
only
eso.
person who had put this are the detectives.
So that's not your statement?
So esa
Either.
es la
Is that
declaración.
something you told the police?
Eso no es algo que le dijo a la policía.
No.
No.
So you didn't tell them that you got the name from a person that doesn't want to be identified,
Que no quiere ser identificado.
and that's how you were given the name to search on Facebook.
Le dieron el nombre para buscarlo en Facebook.
No, yo nunca hablé con nadie.
No.
Alguien así.
I didn't speak with anyone like that.
So are the police just making stuff up?
Está inventando cosas.
La verdad, yo no sé de dónde
In
sacan esta
reality,
información.
getting information from.
You.
De usted.
Pues yo no me recuerdo de esa
I don't
información.
remember it.
You don't remember telling the police this?
Not that, no.
Were you ever shown a lineup from the police?
De-
A photo lineup?
Dirección de fotos.
by the police.
de la policía.
¿La policía me enseñó fotos a mí?
Le pregunta que si le enseñaron una alineación de fotos.
No.
No.
I have no further questions.
Thank you, Ms. Prazo. Mr. Coleman?
Mr. Gomez, when you gave your statement to law enforcement, you were in the hospital, correct?
Sí.
Yes.
You'd just been struck in the head by a rifle, correct?
En la cabeza con un rifle.
Sí.
Yes.
You were, is it fair to say, under medication,
¿Puedo
correct?
decir que estaba con medicamento?
Sí. Cuando él me pegó con el
When
rifle,
he hit me with the
yo
rifle
cuando llegué al hospital, yo
When I
sentía
arrived
toques en mi
to
cabeza
the hospital, I felt like shots on my head.
And
del golpe que me dio.
from
Did
the
they
hit.
did they give you medication when you got there?
Cuando llegó,
Cuando volvieron, me acuerdo que me pusieron sangre
I
y me
only
pusieron
remember that they
ah,
gave me
suero.
blood and it looked like a bag of maybe saline.
But they could have given you medication.
Pero tal vez me pudieron haber dado medicación.
Sí, creo que sí, me dieron un pain, sí.
Pain.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
I mean, you were in pain, right?
Yeah. Sí.
And it would make sense that they would give you something for pain.
Sí, le dieron algo para el dolor.
Sí, me dieron, perdón.
Yes, they did give me something for pain.
And in the middle of this, after being struck in the head and receiving pain medication,
Dieron medicamento para el dolor.
you're giving law enforcement a statement
Y una declaración
Sí.
that in Spanish that they have translated into English, right?
traducido en inglés.
Sí.
Yes.
That's what the judge.
Thank you. Anything else, Ms. Prazo?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection to Mr. Gomez being excused?
No.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez.
Muchas gracias.
You'll be excused.
Lo voy a excusar.
Keep in mind all the instructions that you were given earlier.
Ok. Ya, vamos a ver.
Sí.
Oh, gracias.
You may call your next witness.
State Constitutional Ruiz.
The hearing focused on the tension between a criminal defendant's right to prepare an effective defense and a third-party homeowner's Fourth Amendment protections against government intrusion. Defense counsel argued that documenting the residence could uncover potentially exculpatory evidence in a case carrying severe sentencing exposure, while emphasizing that the proposed inspection would be limited and conducted without disturbing the property. The homeowner's attorney strongly objected, maintaining that any entry into the home constituted a search requiring constitutional justification, and the prosecutor echoed concerns that the existing order resembled a search warrant without sufficient procedural safeguards. Rather than immediately enforcing or rejecting the order, the judge demonstrated judicial restraint by suspending enforcement, requesting legal briefing, and conducting independent research before issuing a final ruling. The discussion then shifted toward a practical compromise involving photographs taken by the homeowner's investigator, reflecting an effort to balance competing constitutional interests. The proceeding illustrates the importance of carefully weighing defendants' discovery needs against the constitutional rights of non-parties, while encouraging practical solutions to complex legal disputes.